What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and I've been doing a series of videos like, are they still good? Ghoul-d, if you will, on various zombies, and most of them have been good. Let's just be honest. Most of them have been pretty good, right? Zombie Sammy, dang good. Zombie Liv, even better than I say she is. Zombie Becky, Zombie LA Knight, Zombie, all of them are pretty decent at this point. However, there is an elite, or opposite of that, all unelite version of these undeads that you just don't want to have to use. And I thought about making individual videos on them, but the reality is you don't want to watch video after video of, oh my gosh, this guy's terrible. Oh my gosh, that guy's terrible. Oh my gosh, this guy's terrible. Unfortunately, there's not a zombie filter on here. You know, you can't just go to zombie era because they're mostly modern era, except for Paige, who's PG era, and Austin, who's, attitude era for some reason. But either way, we're going to kind of go through some of the old zombies and ask the question, are they still good? So, I think the easiest way to do this, as weird as it is just to go by name, so I don't miss any of them right there. And we're going to start with Zombie AJ Styles. We could do this kind of like I do the other videos, like which AJ should you use, red light, green light, blah, blah, blah. Instant red light. There is nothing about this AJ that's even usable anymore, unfortunately. He was my go-to for so long. High move charge. The only special gem type is protect gems, and they're not good, even at gold. Random gems into yellow, bonus damage for every protect gem, but it's barely anything. Like, there is not a new plate that will salvage this AJ Styles. Unfortunately, don't use him unless you absolutely have to. This one they redid, so we've already done videos on him this month. He's actually really good, and you're going to get him all the way up to possibly 6-star gold, which is great. She's phenomenal. Yes, absolutely use her. All right, let's see here. Zombie. Asuka. Zombie Asuka is also not great. Again, high charge moves, power gems of strength 23k, which just isn't going to cut it at all. Blow up some random gems, which works with the power gems that increase by 6k, even with her gear, because she's got that like Japanese island goddess gear. Matching all colored gems, charge moves of that color by 1. Still not great. So unless you have to use her, I would not do it. I shouldn't have gone by Drew McIntyre because he's under D, Rue, and I'm in alphabetical A, Asuka. So I'm pretty sure he's still coming up. But either way, also don't want to use her. Zombie Bailey's phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Zombie Becky, absolutely one of my favorites in the game. Just in the game, yes. Bianca. Man, she was so good for so long. If you run her with her bleed build and the X-break gems, maybe, just maybe, we look at her with the like buff and the X-breaks and the X-break plate. But otherwise, her bleed just didn't hold up. As good as it looks like it is, she does great up to 6 silver, but 6 gold just doesn't hold up as well. But again, maybe with the X-break plate we try something. The new trap plates into X-break. Maybe I'm just focusing on the wrong thing. So she's kind of a yellow light. As much as I want her to be an instant green light, X-break gems do 500% more damage. Okay, we'll take a look at her in a separate video because the X-break might be the way to go for her now instead of the bleed. But for now, we're going to say yellow and we'll come back to her. Go from there. Zombie Big E. Oh yeah, we don't have one of those. Zombie Bobby. I tried so hard to make him good again. I did the video with the new reinforced plates, all the best new coaches, trainers. He still just doesn't hit. So Zombie Bobby, A little bit stronger than some of the other options we're going to look at, but also on the don't use them unless you have to. Zombie Booker T. Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't have one of those yet. Zombie Bret Hart is fine. He's a definite yellow light. He can work a few different move sets. I like this one right here. It doesn't hit as hard as I'd like it to, but it works. You can do triple yellow and focus on the leech gems and do leech gems into red. So if you've got your red leech gem plate, that'll work, but it's still okay. He's good, but not great. But yeah, still. On the bad side again, zombie allegedly Brock Lesnar is not good. He does have trap gem build, which is nice, but you're stealing 24,000 health, which is nothing in the game nowadays. Yeah, Brett's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's good. He's not top tier, but he's good. He's a yellowish green light, I would say. Random gems into purple, gain health, but again, 38,000. Bleed, but it's 40,000 bleed. 6 turns, but 40,000 bleed. And then subs into leech gems, also 21,000. So just outdated across the board. If they updated the numbers and added some zeros, Zombie Brock might be in the running again, but really he's just not. His gear, moves that do bleed will do 100% more bleed, which is fine. It's fine. Also, if you know what the pineapple means and what he's being accused of, I actually might line up with some things. I might have found something there. Anyway, yeah, that zombie's new. We're not talking about him. Zombie Brutus Beefcake, not yet. Zombie Bubba Dudley, nope, not yet. Not yet. Zombie Charlotte is okay. She has blast gem builds. She actually freezes the board. Remember freeze gems? There's a gem type that hasn't been touched in forever. Like Farouk, the new Ron Simmons Hall of Fame. Like he is the first one in a long time that freezes the board. But what's up, Chuck Rick? See you later. New gear, bleed goes up 2,000%. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe. You've got blast gems, but only 4 of them and a higher charge. 7 random color turn gems into blast gems, but you got to make the color turn somewhere, right? It's just, she's even with the Titan Frankie, not spectacular. So more of a yellow. You can make her work, but she's really good. Run her triple purple. End of story. Anyway, all right, Zombie. Who else we got? Zombie CM Punk, amazing. We already talked about him. Zombie Cody. We'll do another video on him at some point. He's good conditionally. Zombie Priest, also a yellow light. He can be made to work okay. Triple blue works all right. He does have a Snowfall gem build, by the way, which if you have an Ultimate Flurry or a black Snowfall plate, also increase your black gem damage, but it's only by 75%, so it's not huge, but still, you can do a triple black, you can do a triple blue. It's got subs, he's got power gems. They're only 42k though, so I think with the modern plates, triple black is going to be the way to go. Possibly worth going through. Maybe yellow light. Can't talk about him. Wish I had him. I don't. Not a zombie, even though he looks like one. Zombie Dom Dallas Page, that would be cool. Zombie Doink, actually that's a mutant. We already did a video on Zombie Dom. He's a yes. Very good. Zombie Drew. Zombie Drew is okay. He's got power gems, but again, strength 42k. Those need to be at least 250 to 400k is kind of the modern meta for those. Increase all your gem damage by 75%. That's okay. 4x2 area to swap black. Gain yellow. You can swap between those two. But it's really, just not great. I typically run the green, black, but it's been a while since I've even touched him. He's definitely in the maybe category at this point. Definitely better than, again, some of the ones we're going to get to down the road here. Zombie Foley is down here. That's Dude Love. That's why he's there. Yeah. Zombie Edge. Can't talk about him, but if I could, I would say last year when I was using him, he was okay, little bit outdated, but the countdown gem builds can work for some things. You can do bonus damage for every countdown gem, but it's not a lot. So keep in mind that those type moves outdate very quickly. So you're focusing more on subs. See, like that's kind of outdated already. Subs and countdowns is his special. So yellow light, not a red light though. He's still usable. Still usable at this point. Zombie Athena. Nope. Not a zombie. Looks like one though. Not a zombie. Not a zombie. This guy, if he were the zombie, I would say yay, but unfortunately this is your zombie. And this is one of the worst. If you have to use him, just pray. Just pray you can do anything. Because look at this. Random leech gems into strength 16,000. Bleed of 28,000. Leech of 16,000. Yeah. I had to use him for requirement last year, and it took everything to win. Everything. So, not good. Don't use him. Zombie Goldberg. That'd be cool. Zombie Gold Dust. That'd be weird. Zombie Gunther. Does work, especially if you've got his plate. Triple yellow or triple purple are the way to go with him. Triple yellow takes a lot, but I had to use it this last week because you couldn't sub the person you were going against. And so I was like, all right, whatever. I guess I'm going triple yellow. And it does work. It just takes a lot, right? Or you do triple purple and you do it with the general's hand, the decapitated hand one. And you can do, you're going to win. It just takes a little while, right? He's a little bit slower for where he's at, but good, strong yellow light at this point. Good, not great. Great coach, though. Great coaching ability. Zombie Hornswoggle. Zombie Hogan. They took him out of the game, but they gave him to everybody first. He is not great. This is the moveset I would run on him. Merrick's has a great video where you can run this a couple times one turn, and it works, but it's not fantastic. And now that they've removed him from the game, because if you don't know, he's the only person in the game who has a zombie who is actually deceased now. So, yeah, they took him out of the game for that reason. Rightfully so. We'll get to Zombie Triple H in just a little bit. We're going to try and hurry through a few more of these. Zombie Jeff Hardy, not good anymore. Again, bleed 36k. I mean, that was better than the 16k we saw in Finn, but it's still pretty low. Countdown gems that swap random area to blue. Random gems green. Random gems green. Random gems purple. Random gems, and that's it, right? So nothing that you can really work with in terms of modern plates aside from the countdown gems. But you're really only turning a 3x1 random area into blue, and that would be great if there was like multis or traps or something you could buff under it, but there's not. So unfortunately, your free-to-play Jeff Hardy is not going to hold up any longer. Zombie Uso, we'll get to in a bit. He's coming, I swear, because it's got to be here somewhere, actually. Anyway, all right. So Zombie Cena, the other trickster Cena, is still okay. He's definitely a yellow light. You run him with the trap build and the stun. What is it? Double traps. I think it. Oops. Well, frick. I think it's this one. You use Sir Zoro's Z Gunther build. Yeah, it does work pretty well. Zoro makes some amazing stuff happen. That's all I got to say about that. 26 trap gems purple. So it's this one here. 2 columns into trap gems. Decrease your opponent's damage, or if broken by you, gain purple. And then Cryptoborn Stunner, deal damage if broken by you. That's not the right one. And then that's, we want 7x4. Maybe it's the finisher. Steal health. I mean, you could do the bleed if you wanted to. But either way, you're laying down the traps, and then you're getting back to your yellows as best as you can and stunning them as much as you possibly can across the board. 26 trap purple. But yeah, he's not making a ton of traps, but enough. And they're gaining purple, but then you have to find your way back to yellow, which is here if you do it that way, or you just stun them and swipe, stun them and swipe. Either way, again, yellow light, he can win, but he's not fantastic at it anymore, at least. Let's see. Zombie Kyrie. Oh, yeah, we didn't get her yet. Zombie Kane. Unfortunately, you have to use him today. He is the current CSS. This is how I would run him. It's high charge. It's really gross, but the stun, force your opponent to skip your turn. 3x2 area to swap yellow, and then you use the when you break yellow, get red plate, and then destroy 5 random yellow gems. Basically, you're just doing a stun lock is all you're doing. But you need the plate. You need the break 3 yellow, get 3 red to make it happen. And it's still not a guarantee. The kick out just steals a little bit of health, and then that one steals. Oh, sorry, this is the kick out. Either way, they still very minimal health. Power gems into heal gems. Well, you got to count that they make the power gems, and this one deals damage to yourself, which I think is funny. Plus bloodstained cement. 2x3 area to destroy. You could use that one instead of this one, but you're not guaranteeing yourself any color gems, right? So yuck, but he's still usable. You just really gotta hope. And if you've got his Island Tiki God gear, yellow moves that destroy gems will destroy 4 more gems, which is the finisher basically. So yeah, not good, but if you gotta use him like you got it today, that's how you run him. Zombie Kevin Owens, if I remember correctly, the original zombie in the game, not good. Deal bleed. It is 66,000 bleed, which for its time was incredible. High charge. Blue MP, but that makes random red gems. Blue MP, but that makes random black gems, and it's still got a ways to go. And then you got back to this, right? So, yeah. Not even worth considering. If you have to use him, blue-black combo, good luck. Good luck. Zombie King Kong Bundy. Zombie Kofi. Oh, that would actually be fun. Zombie LA Knight we'll do on another video because he's amazing. Zombie Liv, we already did a video on. Zombie Mankind used to be pretty incredible. You do the sub and the health steal combo with a 6 gems into purple, 5 gems to black, something like this. It's been a while since I actually ran him. I ran him for his tour, but I cheesed it by just doing the sub setup. So steal health, sub, gems into purple, and then do the, break purple, make yellow. Purple again, break purple, make yellow plate, and this will keep recycling endlessly, so you will get to steal their health and sub them. You're going to win, it's just going to take a long time. So yellow light for Zombie Mankind. Zombie Matt Hardy, not a thing. Nope, going to talk about that guy. Who's that? I don't know. Anyway. Zombie Naomi. People are saying this weekend we might get a Zombie Naomi. Not a zombie, although she looks like one. Zombie Paige, she is the female version of Zombie Steve Austin. So there's the trap gem build that you run with her, and the the skip the turn, and you can just keep recycling it over and over again. And you basically silence. Let's see, hold on. Silence gems red. This one, and then where's the silence gems? Blah, blah, blah. Black gems, kick out, random silence gems, blast, choose 12 gems into silence gems. It's this set. It works with Roxanne. It works just like Steve Austin. You just keep recycling it over and over again, and you stun lock them. So yeah, she can beat anyone in the game. It's just going to take a metric butt ton of time to get there. Zombie Penta, that's new. That's the new one. Zombie, I'll do a different video on him. He can hit for 100 million turn 1, but it takes some luck. It's basically the same build I did on the Should You Take Him 6-star gold, so you can just check that video out. But yes, he's very good. Very, very good. Zombie Ray, did a video on him. He's amazing with some new stuff. Zombie Rhea. I wish they had waited to make Zombie Rhea until like this year. They would have done so much better, but she's fine. She's fine. You do the column break setup, and I couldn't even tell you which one it is at this point. Let's see, 6 gems red. Yeah, I'm not even going to mess with it right now. Or the botch gem build. That's the one we want to do. Where's our botch gems? Deal damage, deal damage. 9 random red sub. Remaining submission turn into botch. Yeah. So you've got your 4 columns into botch. You've got that. So you could do it this way, right here, although it's 12, which is silly. Silly. Then that loads the finisher. Bonus damage for every botch. Or you do this way with the setup like that. That one works. I've actually made this one work a lot, but it is only 30k bonus damage for a botch gem. So even with the botch man, it's not fantastic, but it does work. And then right here, 2 million damage, or is that even 2 million? Nope, 245k damage. Not great. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. With Foley, the jug setup where you bleed your opponent, you bleed yourself, but you come back to full health when you get pinned. Yeah, that one does work well. There's a lot of risk with that one. I'm not good at it, but it does work. Zombie Ricky Steamboat. I'll do another video on him, but check him out. It's the double trap build, and then you make the whole board purple. And if you have the Thomas chest, he actually does pretty decent on that. Pretty decent. Not as good as I'd like him to for making as much purple gems and it be his primary color, but still a good zombie overall. Zombie Rock, we'll get to him. Zombie, can't make him. This zombie right here, absolute red light. There's no way to run him that even works anymore. Whoopsies. Toasty. Yeah, his bleed is 264k. Used to be okay. His kick out, his health steal, increase the strength of your protect gems, which the protect gems are pathetic in this meta. I mean, just not a way to run him. He is not good anymore at all. Sorry, not sorry. Zombie Sammy, great. Did a video on him. Zombie Sasha. If I remember correctly, she had a zombie version in the game before she had a real version in the game. Either way, high charge, freeze gems, which do nothing. Silence gems, but you don't break enough of them. Random silence into row breaks. You could use a new plate with that, but it doesn't hit super hard. Unfortunately, she is not going to cut it. Just don't even want to use her. This guy, he's fun just because you can endlessly recycle the countdown gems that just recycle. You can force them to sub. If you get lucky enough to refill all this, it just takes forever. But yeah, he's usable, but not good in the slightest. Zombie Seth, no. Zombie HBK, we did already, and he was a no, unfortunately. Zombie Seamus, we did that. Zombie Shinsuke, where is he? Where's Zombie Shinsuke? Did I pass him? Right here. Big no. Michael Jackson Shinsuke is not good. 3 rows into Trap Gem. Modify Run by 5 random area into Freeze Gems. Remember when those were a thing? 6 random black gems into Leech. Yeah, you can do the bleed, but again, the bleed is super low. Increase your purple gem damage by 85%. But where are you making your purples? Random gems here, right? So, not great. Sasha was the only one to debut as a zombie. Well, I'm glad I got that fact right. That's good of me to remember it as poorly as I have. Zombie Cody. Oh, wait. Zombie Stay Puff. Whoa, that would be a thing. Zombie Stephanie. Zombie Austin. Zombie Austin forever will hold a place in people's hearts. If there was ever a zombie I wanted them to rework other than the one that they did this month, it's this one. The moveset is the same one I showed you on page. It's the silence gems and the stun over and over and over. You keep doing this, and you use the break purple, get yellow plate to make it keep going even longer. You will stun lock them forever. This was the god roll of the god roll characters back in the day. But unfortunately, even though you will not lose, it will take you 7 hours to win. So there you go. Yep. Zombie Boogeyman. Not a zombie. Not a zombie. Zombie Rock. Zombie Rock to me was better than Zombie Shinsuke. I did try him with some of the new plates, like the Frankie and all that. He still didn't hold up. So his trap gem with the break gem stun is still the best way to go. Every time you break a trap gem, you stun them for a turn. It's less guaranteed than Stone Cold's, which is why people preferred Stone Cold, but it does work, and he can win, and he was my best character for a while. I miss that guy. Zombie Tusos, we'll do a video on Triple Purple. He works very well. It's great. Just great. Zombie Tiffy Time. Surprised we didn't get her yet. We did a video on him. Yeah, Slim gave us a way to make him work. That's about all I can say for that. Zombie Trish. I know somebody who wants that more than anything, and probably not going to happen this year, but who knows? Who knows? Zombie Taker. Acro, there he is. We've done videos on him, running him with the new plates. When the Shinsuke plate came out, the break trap gems get green bonus. He had like a very brief moment where he was okay, but he's still not good nowadays. Was great when he came out, not really even usable for an S tier. He's just not good, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Zombie X-Pac. Is that all of them? I feel like that's all of them. Zombie Xavier. Zombie X-Pac should happen. That one I would go for. Zombie DX year. Like all of the DX characters as zombies. Oh, wait. We've already got most of them. So that's your run on the older zombies. If you have to use them, I'm sorry. We have some videos on how to run them, but most of them are just not going to hold up the way we would like them to anymore. So yeah, let me know what you think of the video. Like the content, subscribe to Champions Chat, share it with your friend and faction mate, and, at least we always have new gear and more festive fun every time we get to a spring outbreak. So you never know. Maybe they'll come out with a gear for Zombie Kevin Owens that will make him the most incredible thing in the game again. But I doubt it. That's it for this one. See you on the next one. Bye. And button.